Meowdy. Dads have like 1 minute left. Y'all know how it goes. Y'all know how it goes. Don't clown me. I need a clown emote. I feel like I need a clown emote for the cats. We need to figure that out. Good news today. It's the day that the bed gets cleaned, so we have a cat cam. He's very upset right now, by the way. In case you're wondering, that's Watson's upset face. That's what he looks like when he's angry. He's so grumpy. Such an angry boy. He's a silly boy. Let me turn the music down just a tad. Keep that on in the background while we do our rails. You know how this goes. Y'all know the deal. We're here forever. We got 76,417 blocks left. I think actually minus 100. So 76,317 blocks to go. Upset because they didn't get a treat or because you cleaned out the musk off their sheets? Because we cleaned the musk off their sheets, that's why. Well, we're cleaning it currently, so he's not allowed on the bed. Because the bed is sans sheets. So, he's upset about that. So instead he has all the sheets here that he can be on the couch behind me. The napping couch. But it's not the same. He's a silly boy. How are y'all? How's y'all's Sunday? It is American Mother's Day, by the way. So, do what you need to do there. My mom's like in Vietnam or some shit, so I just texted them. It made my life a lot easier. Just, happy Mother's Day, Mom. Alright. See you later. You're 12 hours ahead of me. Good luck. It is ... That worries me. The ... worries me. But yeah, so we're I don't have to do anything for it. It's kind of nice. Okay, these are all good. You have to make sure you destroy the these guys, the budding amethyst, or else they will create little blockages on the rail. Spider cave, kind of cool. Eat the stone? I can't eat stone. I'm not a dwarf. Wait, can dwarves eat stone? Or is that just like a bird thing? Is it birds? I know there's an animal that like eats stone to help them digest stuff. I think it's birds. You're 54? Belle, I didn't realize you were 54 years old. Hot damn. Hot damn. What animal eats rocks? Fish? Maybe it's fish. I'm trying to remember. Did you know fish don't have stomachs?
Among living vertebrates, gastroliths are common among crocodiles, alligators, herbivorous birds, seals and sea lions. Domestic fowl require access to grid. Stones swallowed by ostriches can exceed a length of 10 centimeters.
That's a big stone. Ostriches. Okay, so there's some birds. Oh, look, I forget all this stuff, but yeah. Fish don't have stomachs, which is kind of silly. At least not a carp. Carp don't have stomachs. which means you have to be careful to not overfeed them because they can't actually store that much food in them. I'm more concerned that there's multiple animals that, do hope your long DTS bits aren't a problem. Look, no, they're fine. If people start complaining, go for it. We'll make changes. TTS is there to be used. The fact that, like, I want more people to use it, honestly. Just in general. I made all these things. Please, use the thing I've made. Please. A second cat is at the cat tower. No! No, on all the stuff I built, please. Please use all of it. It is designed to be used. If I find that the limits I put on it are too little, I'll just up the limits. That's fine. If you like a thing, let me know that you like it, or else I might change it. I'm just gonna let you know. That's how I work. If people don't tell me they like a thing, there's a chance it'll get changed drastically, so... Thank you for the head pats. That's just something... I feel like I have to iterate every now and then. If you tell them you like something, they'll still change it? No, I won't. I probably won't change it if you tell me you like it. What is... Look, no one used music, Belle. No one used music. Much to my great upsetness. And no one said they liked music. I am masculine presenting on the internet in the year of our Lord 2026. I need constant affirmation, okay? I am starved of any form of affirmation. I need it. How to use music when low over my head? There's no simple way of doing a command that lets you, like, play music. She mask my Uli until I present? You know, we're pretty close with that one. Is Watson just being pouty behind me? He is, isn't he? You know, music, I think was just a bit too complex of a command. Brooding. Yeah. We'd like to do... No, too late. You have to say you like a thing while it's out. While it's being... Like, while it's in the world. Or when I'm making it. You have to say you like it then. Them's the rules. Oh my god. Ravio? Sub? Ravio? Sub? Thank you for the sub. Thank you, Ravio. Ravio, thank you. How are you doing? Hello, Ravio. How are you? When did I ever say I didn't like... No. It's not about saying you don't like a thing, okay? Y'all are very vocal when you don't like a thing. Don't worry. I understand when you don't like a thing. You're very vocal about it. Now, the key is... Your EP. That's fair. But no. If you don't say when you like a thing, I don't know whether or not you like it. Also, once again, I'm like affirmation starved, okay? I would quickly look. If the pipeline's right, I'll be a puppy girl by the end of the year. But the pipelines I've seen on the internet's right. That's what's gonna happen. We tell you we like 8 nips last. What happens there? No one said they liked it. Everyone said they wanted it, but I don't think you ever said you liked it. Y'all want 8 nips lasso. It's almost 9 p.m. That's not too bad. I'm a fashion icon. You're me, Iron. Ooh, I'm down. Why am I a fashion icon? Ravi, you have to send me what my personality matrix and voice is according to you. I'm curious. I'm curious. Hi, how are you doing today? I'm doing pretty good. I'm doing pretty good. We're building our silly little rail. We got 75,526 blocks to go. I'm here forever. How are you today? Turn the lights off, good boy. You know what? Fair enough. Doing good today, I'm glad. Lasso wearing Abercrombie and Fit. Nah, all those clothes have rotted away. I can't wear them anymore. From high school? Middle school? Plastic lasts forever. Worrisome. You call me anything but the last part of my name. Alright. We're gonna go with turn, because that's the first part of your name, and that's the easiest. I think it's weird when streamers call their chat good boys, but you know, if it brings in the sub money, I can't blame them too much. I can try and create you. You're in my game because me asked what my favorite celebrity is. Oh, interesting. Meowdy, Ari. Hope you're doing well. I didn't realize you can make, like, favorite celebrities. I'm honored. I'm honored. I just thought that meant I was a real little me on your island. How about PogChamp? Do y'all want to be called my little PogChamp? You aren't my little PogChamp. You're cringe. That's what you all want to hear, right? What's the new, like, meme affirmation, or have we given up on that? Have those died out? Yeah, that part reserved for the last two, for 2 people. Yeah. Don't worry, I read. I don't read aloud every single message, but I do read basically every message. Do not worry. We're not affirming each other in 2026? Yeah, but when you go, you know, down to your local ASMR shop, you go down on the corner and ask, like, give me your hottest ASMR. What are you being called in those ASMRs? Are they calling you, are we just doing the good boy girl still? Or are we calling people their little PogChamp? The Rizzler? The Rizzler's a person, though, aren't they? Like a child. Who is someone that you have always wanted to meet? Good question. Hideo Kojima. Yeah. That's gonna be my current answer. Please open the other eye. Bold of you to assume I listen to ASMR. Oh. Is a Dragonov? I don't even know who that is. I'm scared. The things I'm called, I don't repeat. That's fair. Look, I just need to know what the current trend is, alright? It's important to know. Like, are we still in, like, our affirmations phase of the internet? Or are we, like, calling each other, you know, more sexual things? Look, I don't want to call chat my, like, dirty little whore, but if that's, like, what's getting the sub money these days, we'll work through it. We'll work through it. You like to be bullied? That's fair. Yeah, I just look. These aren't trends that I keep up with because that's not a it's not a form of entertainment that speaks to me. I watch like a little bit of tabletop RPG, like Call of Cthulhu. Some Blood on the Clock Tower. And anime and old TV shows. So I don't think I'm the right person. It's just like not what I keep up with. Monsters? Wait, are you drinking Monster Energy drink? Bell. I don't want you to die. Please. Oh god, that's a lot of words. Dragunov is a professional wrestler that's obsessed with anime and art. He's in the WWE. Interesting. A big WWE person. Oh man. His finishing move multiple times on a pile of chairs. Ooh. Ooh. Getting chopped in the chest 2 times. I do love wrestling. Though I'm not up to date with like WWE and AEW. The wrestling I do watch is super local stuff. I think that'd be a very interesting person to meet. But I live in Austin, so we actually have a good bit of indie wrestling, and that's what I'm all about. You know, we have like Luigi Primo from Prima Restaurant Italiane, who make the best pizza. He uses a rubber pizza dough to attack his opponents. We have the Underbaker, his arch nemesis. He uses raw dough. Trying to think of like big ones that people. We got Big Daddy Bolero, who's like an oil magnate from Dallas. He's pretty cool. The Dock Master, who is just a dockman. There's Dad Bod and Divorce Bod, which are pretty hilarious people. I watch a lot more comedy wrestling, if that makes sense. Like, they're still very skilled, but there's a level of how to put this? There's a level of unseriousness in local wrestling that I greatly enjoy. It's all about the drama. He went on to beating in another match against Gunther, and basically Gunther destroyed his chest by chopping him like 40 times. Jesus, yeah. Chops hurt. They're loud. Real quality gets pretty low towards the end, and we're only cleared 50k head. It's fine. You have done so much for the rail, Skia. I cannot complain. It's actually in the union contract that I can't complain. I can only thank you. I thank you. It means a lot. It does help a lot. We might actually complete this goddamn rail this year because of what you've done. Because otherwise, when I have to do the mining and the placing all by myself, it is slowly soul crushing. theoretically at 20K a week. We're going to be done in about 4 weeks. Yeah, but that's only if you're only if we keep the union going, the mining going. Otherwise, I usually do like 10 to 15K a week. If you have a feud with either of the wrestlers, you're either going to die or you're going to barely live, because when you're in a feud against one of them, they basically just picked a few death. Wrestling's wild. I need to watch a little bit of AEW on wrestling. I don't think I can watch WWE just from a I'm a bleeding heart liberal. And fuck Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon. Fuck the owner. Fuck the owner of WWE. Fuck the Paul brother that's in there. Triple H and TKO. Okay. Watch WWE? I do not. I went over this a little bit. I watch local wrestling. We have a few local wrestling places. We have Slam Portal, which I need to like watch more. I think they do monthly shows. Party World Wrestling, which is one I was more heavily involved in. And what's the new one called? Fight Opera. There was a split. There was drama. And then we also have shoot. There's one more wrestling thing that's more like closer to, it's like an amateur circuit, but like the really good wrestlers trying to get into the bigger leagues. I forget the name of it. Hold on, guys. Cat 2. She's getting under the covers. She's attempting. Will she manage to get on the blanket? This is what she does. Vince McMahon's been out since 2023, but they're still like the owner or something, right? I just know WWE is like very like I said, I'm bleeding heart liberal. What is she doing? What is she doing? What is she doing under there? This is what I live with. It's a little gremlin. You know, we'll just put it back to Watson. She's gonna settle down in there. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Local wrestling's just more exciting too. So I don't know, you can actually like meet the guys and stuff. Someone at a local brewery. Then we can start the perpendicular rail once we're done with this. Okay. Do y'all want another Sunday Minecraft once we're done with the rail? Do y'all want that? Just Triple H and TKO? Alright. I might take a look around, but once again, I don't know, local stuff is nice because you get to go to the shows. They're often free or dirt cheap. And I feel like wrestling is just, it's so much better in person. The energy of the crowd is really like a large part of the show. In my opinion. It just hits different. Even if they're not as like high skilled. Oh, the energy of being in person, being able to throw like empty cups at the heels. Oh, it's so good. It's the dream. Oh, wrong button. This is fine. Meowdy Bloody over on YouTube. How you doing? changed so much since you last watched. Because now they brought out AAA a while ago. It goes WWE Raw, WWE SmackDown, W Next. Jesus. But like, you know, it's, I don't know. It's just the like low production value of the local stuff. It has a charm to it. I can't explain it. Like the big wrestling just never really spoke to me. But being able to support like local artists doing their craft. Ooh. Ah. Lasso would be my favorite local wrestler. Look, you can get into wrestling pretty late. There's some... You can do amateur wrestling pretty late. It's not crazy. Like, PWR, Party World Wrestling, started out as, God, I wonder if I can find it. Hold on, maybe I can find it. Party World Wrestling Wiki. Maybe I can find the first event ever made in like 2014. The Summer Slam Down. Here's a picture of it. So this is where they started. Don't show my furry porn. Don't show my furry porn. Like, this is where they started. Like, a like shitty mat on the ground, a bunch of guys in a backyard with some beers, and some ropes put up. It's kind of fantastic. Like, this is where they started, and then now Luigi Primo, the commissioner. Well, technically, he's Chris Monica as the commissioner. Luigi Primo's the wrestler. The guy who runs PWR has been on like AEW. He tours in Japan. He wrestles with ICP. Like, has gone on to do stuff. It's kind of fantastic. Yeah, but yeah, just literally some dude's backyard. They moved on to being a brewery eventually. And then now they barely do shows. My wife Cactus does helps with like the props and art for them, building the arch and stuff like that. You can look up GTS wrestling if you want to. Okay, I'll write that down. Hold on, let me write that down. Let me write that down in the Lasso notes. When you are building something in Minecraft, you are doing that for no reason. In your world, if your world got deleted, look, this world has almost gotten deleted multiple times. My wife, Am I not supposed to mention that I'm married? I forgot about that on the internet. No, I just said you help with PWR stuff because people are talking about wrestling. And I was showing where PWR started, which is some dude's backyard. Yeah. On top of mattresses, yeah. Pretty good stuff. You're surviving. I'm doing pretty all right. We're living. We're building our little silly rail. That is currently like 330,000-ish blocks long. Only 74K to go. By the way, this cat right here that you see, he has not been on camera for like a while because he's just been staying in bed instead of coming over here. And I love him, but also he's kind of the worst. How much of a gamble is it if one of the babies throws up on the clean sheets? That almost never happens. It's more we don't want the cats causing a bunch of mess on the like just mattress part. Are you paying him according to the actors union charter? He might be protesting. Well, he gets room, board, and medical. And he only has to work like a couple hours a week. Grimm's company is basically one of those companies. Start on YouTube? Okay. Neat. Neat. I will give that a look. I will give that a look. I do love the small guys. You know the song from Earthbound when you go into a cave? On a sample from Beach Boys? That makes sense. A lot of songs are just samples. But yeah. Oh, by the way, if any of y'all are new here or haven't been here in a while, if you notice occasionally you'll have a little cat appear when you type something at the bottom of the stream. They can also do a bunch of commands, such as !explode, !slap, !meow, and the like. You can customize that cat if you do !cat help. You can do a link. There's also a link in the about me about how to customize that cat. What do you think? I'm interested. I'll have to check it out. I can only get so much info from like reading stuff, if that makes sense. My brain only reads so much. Want to see, then I'll get a vibe out of it. Thank you for the cat help bell. Ow. Rude. I didn't make like a tiny sound for explosion. Did a clown taking a teenager from the show and dragging him into the woods? Have a clown make the teenager go from... Beautiful. Beautiful. Taking a person and just turning them into an evil clown. Beautiful. Wonderful. I do love a good clown. Are y'all pro-clown or anti-clown? Out of curiosity. I think clowning is a beautiful art. It's a wonderful little art. That has a lot going on. There's something special about just putting on a tiny little rubber nose and being a silly little guy in front of a crowd. Is a mimic or a mime? Turn, by the way, I would suggest shortening your messages a little bit. It's hard for me to read very long messages. You're good. You're good. I get it. You're excited. I get it. You're excited. You're allowed to be excited about things. I don't want to dampen your like enthusiasm about a thing. I'm just letting you know my brain reads like 2 sentences. Pro-clown clowning has unfortunately been ruthlessly slandered the past decade. Oh yeah, because of the like weird American evil clown thing that happened for a summer. I want to go back to that. That was a special time. I forget if there was actual like problems with that, or if I think generally it was just a bunch of people running around as evil clowns and scaring people, which very funny. There might have been a few bad eggs in there, but I don't know. There always will be. Thought that was the height of the crazy. You were like, man, Harambe's dead, and we're saying dicks out for Harambe. And there's evil clowns running around. This is wild. Nothing's gonna get more wild. Nothing's gonna be weirder than this. What do you think of that? I'm interested. Like I said, I feel like I need to see this bit of like wrestling camp for myself, and then to make a more educated reaction on it. I'm a bit of a prude, okay? I like to see things and then make judgments. I like to experience it myself and see what I get out of it. Because I often... I don't know. You can only get so much from actually hearing about a thing versus experiencing it. If that makes sense. It's like if someone told you the synopsis of Dracula, that's one thing. But once you read Dracula, you get an entirely different experience out of it. You just gotta let it happen. Should have sacrificed the child to Harambe while we had a chance. I'm not gonna disagree with you. Are you insinuating that Frankenstein is not the monster? So I've never actually read Frankenstein. I need to read Frankenstein. I've watched Guillermo del Toro's version of Frankenstein, which from what I understand is pretty close to the book. Because Frankenstein is like del Toro's favorite fairy tale, so to speak. It's Frankenstein. Frankenstein. But yeah. Frankenstein was the monster? Or is Frankenstein's monster the monster? Ever thought of that? You ever think of that? Maybe the monster that Frankenstein made was the true monster. Maybe that's the truth. Young Frankenstein is fucking hilarious, by the way. Please watch that wonderful... It's a Mel Brooks. Mel Brooks. Yes, Mel Brooks and Gene Wilder. He died in the movie? He does die in the movie. Spoilers. Jesus, for like a 80-year-old book, 100-year-old book. Things gonna let me tell you? Oh, no. I've read it all. Don't worry. I just can't read everything out loud. Turn. Don't repeat your messages. I read everything.
Who is the monster and who is the man? Sing the bells of Notre Dame. Oops, wrong movie.
Yeah, wrong movie. 100% the scientist. He's a narcissist and lazy asshole that built a monster as an ego boost and made them a large build because it was easier to work on. Well, maybe. Science, you know. Science requires sacrifices. Although he wasn't really doing science, he was just kind of fucking around. Kind of as the indie scene turning one of his grandparents' backyard. Oh yeah, no. A lot of really cool stuff comes out of people's backyards. I wonder when we're gonna get our next piece of media tech, I don't know what to call it, that allows independent creators to get big again. So like early YouTube, not even early, but like even 10 years ago YouTube, which is even that early, small creators could get big, right? Now it's rare. Or it's, you know, you gotta have money. Just grabbing some stuff here. I feel like Vine people could be small and get big in. Twitch early on, right? Like you could be small and get big. It's a lot harder now. You kind of have to get other platforms to help you out. What was YouTuber streaming before Twitch? Before Twitch, there was Justin TV, which was the like actual precursor to Twitch, and then there was a few other ones that even had like limited number of people who could watch. So if you wanted to watch a bigger streamer, you had to show up early to be in the like 30 people allowed in the channel or whatever it was. But streaming's pretty new, like relatively speaking. Fortnite Reels? I don't think this would be Fortnite. The thing is, no, I'm looking for a platform that, how to put this? That you don't need to be nepoed in. You don't have to already have like an established, fan base to be able to get big on. Daily, weekly YouTube uploaders were the next closest thing. Yeah, that was the closest thing you got to streaming, was the daily YouTubes. And that's how like PewDiePie and Markiplier and all those guys and Yogscast got huge. Smosh. All you had to do was upload regularly and be... You had to upload regularly and be vaguely entertaining, and you could do pretty well on early YouTube. Video rendering taking hours in 2008? Yeah, that was part of it. It was just like the rendering would take forever, uploading would take forever. So just being able to regularly put out content was huge. Nowadays, you know, like editing a live stream and uploading that takes like 5 seconds. Bam, done. So yeah, I don't know if we're gonna get another platform that is difficult to upload to. So it creates like but is also popular for people to go to. We'll see. We will see. Those slimes, okay. It's just like, what is that sound? It's slimes, we're good. We're fine. But if they do, then everyone's gonna go there. That's just how I feel. I mean, that's the dream, isn't it? Is you just be a if you're into content creation, like, or, you know, whatever the fuck I do. Content's a bad word. It's been sadly watered down. But you want everyone to go there but just be one of the early adopters, and then get a huge boost off of that. That's the dream. That's, you know, finding the YouTube before everyone else figures it out. Maybe people go there at once. Well, there's always going to be an adoption period, and you want to get in at that point. Usually when the site's kind of shitty. Like, it's not great, but it's got a good concept. In modern day, yeah, it might just get filled up too fast. It might. Facebook Live. Look, Facebook does not care about its live at all. Come on. Now, Mixer, hear me out. Mixer's going to be the next big thing. Microsoft's going to bring it back. They're going to make it huge. It's going to be great. See, Mixer. You and like 10 other people, Belle. You should find the 10 people who are like, man, Mixer, that was the shit. Oh, axolotl. You have to somehow beat 1 billion people. What are the limits to perks? You don't have to be the first. There's niches and stuff, right? I mean, you just gotta try things. You just gotta keep trying things. If you think that like nothing's ever gonna work out, God, you just can't do that. You just can't do that and keep continuing and keep like making. Now, there's also the weird, like, how to put this. Let me try to explain my approach a little bit, and maybe that'll help out. So I have like a specific goal in mind when I am making a stream and making stuff for the streams. There's like a certain vibe that I'm trying to create. You miss 100% of the shots that you miss. Damn, so true. Right, there's ideas behind it all. It's a form of art. And that's the most important part, is for that art to exist. That form of expression to exist. That's what keeps me going. Now, I also want it to be successful because successful means more people can see my stuff that I'm very proud of making, that I really enjoyed making. And some of the stuff I make that I want to make requires more people. Right, I've had dreams of a lot of very interesting audience interaction things that only works with like a large crowd. No, you can think that way. That's fine. That's fine. Thank you, Lasso. Show that Discord. But yeah, I don't know. You gotta make stuff that you believe in, that you enjoy, which is why I'm becoming a cat girl with huge, massive knockers. Microsoft should make a browser that feels like 2000s again. Just there's some Firefox branches that are pretty good. Pretty solid. You have to have your audience move with you. Oh, they are, like, that's a whole thing. You mean SteamOS? Oh, SteamOS exists. God, I can't wait for the Steam frame. Valve, please release your new VR, please. I need it. My index is so old. My pole dancing career in VR chat's never gonna take off with that wire that I'm stuck to. Steam stream is the new thing? No, Steam streams are just developers putting on a VOD of like an old stream that they recorded and playing it constantly so it gets boosted. Once again, don't worry. I read every message. You don't have to repeat your messages. Please. Calm down a little bit. I'm a Gen Z, but I want to experience what the 2000s feels like. I think there's always going to be a romanticized version that's sold to you. But the real version was, not as nice, right? Because I'm millennial, right? I'm 33. So I've been sold like a version of the 80s that does not exist. I'm supposed to feel nostalgic and miss out on like the 80s, but I'm given a version that did not exist. I know, I get you. A lot of people are hard to move. It's why I don't try on some platforms as much, like TikTok. TikTok is very hard to move people off of. Extremely hard to move people off of. So it's not super worth it to try super hard over there. You just have to pray you get lucky on one of your TikToks. It's why I also, you know, always advertise the Discord and stuff, because having that, like, direct line of communication is the way to move people. But yeah. If you're one of the niches that ends up having over 1 million subs on YouTube and you have to move over, oh, no, those aren't the people that are going to move over. It's the, even then, by having 1 million people, you're going to have a lot. I don't know how to explain it. Having an established audience is always better, is what I can say. Always makes things easier. You still have to have you don't have to have everyone move. Just enough. The hardest part of Twitch, for example, I'm just gonna use Twitch as an example. The hardest part about Twitch is getting past that 0 to 3 viewer mark. That is like almost everyone stagnates there. And it's fine. It's hard. It's hard to get past that. You have to do a lot of work to get past that. I just forced my friends to watch me for a little bit. And then I played Beat Saber, which brought in a lot of new people. So yeah. If you don't have enough, there's no point in moving. I mean, it depends. Like it's so complicated. Right, if you had 1 million views on Twitch, that would be absurd. Absolutely absurd. Like, I don't think anyone... Maybe some special event has had that much. I doubt it, though. What is the record? Record view count Twitch. Highest peak. All right, Ibai had like 9 million on some like super special event. Yeah, a few people have. Just calm down a little bit, Turn. Calm down with the let other people, you know, get their messages in too. That's what I'll say. Don't try to dictate the flow of the conversation necessarily. That's my job. That's my job as the streamer. But no, I just wonder if there's going to be another platform that comes out that that's going to be niche enough that'll allow new people in. I don't know. I don't know what it would be. Squeezing number 3? Hot damn. I think it's because I've noticed that like super high view counts are often from non-English speaking folk on Twitch. And I think that's just because how to put this? Most streams are English speaking on Twitch. So, if you're non-English speaking on Twitch, you have less competition. For lack of better words, you just have less competition. So you're like the your view base is more concentrated. 2026 and going forward, probably not. But hear me out. What if the hantavirus? What if that gets big? We have another lockdown. Meowdy, Alphonse. Hope you're doing well. Everyone's locked on their computers again. I think it'll be something to fill the gap between Facebook and Discord. Ooh, yeah. A third space. That'd be interesting. I also think, there's something in VR. There's something there. It's just no one's made VR a way that is widely accessible yet. The ability to go to like a live event with a person actually doing some stuff in front of you in VR has something to it. Watson's adorable. I know he is. Missy is also here. She's just... Oh no, she left. She was under the blankets there. I think she's gone. Explode. Don't explode, Watson. No. Yeah, a third place will be interesting. I think VR's got something to it. There's something special about VR. And making stuff in VR is a lot harder because you have to do like 3D modeling and programming and all this other stuff right now. So that could be something. I don't think that's anytime soon though. That's gonna take time. It's gonna be like COVID where every single person fought to get every single fan's attention. Yeah, but like small creators were able to get big during COVID. Some small people were able to get big. VR helmets are never designed with glasses in mind. Oh, trust me, as a glasses wearer, trust me, I know. The index isn't too bad actually. I'm curious how the frame is gonna be. There's something in VR. I don't know what it is yet. I don't think anyone's figured it out yet. I think there's, yeah, something like a MySpace-like platform could be the next big thing. That type of third place. Found out about the new virus? Oh, I wouldn't worry too much about it. It's, a lot of the news is going to be very fear-mongering on it. Oh, we're in ads, by the way. Oh, now you're working, ad manager. Now you're working. I see. That's fine. Nothing I can do about worrying about it, at least. You don't want to be COVID 2.0? Neither do I. Trust me. Trust me, you. I'm disabled thanks to COVID, so I don't want to do pandemic, thank you. Nope, I'm good. It was a bad time. Thank God it's not rabies. Look, rabies isn't airborne or any of that stuff. I wouldn't worry too much about the viruses. Cat moved. Has the cat moved at all in the past 2 minutes? Oh, probably not. He's seeping. He's seeping. Right, Watson? There you go. I got his head to move. It's the best I can do for you. And he go back to sleep. He covers his little face with his paw. It's too bright in here, I think, for him. Crazy COVID was 6 years ago. Time do be a bitch, huh? You only graduated due to COVID and making classes online ironically easier. Yeah, work for some people. Movies, zombies have rabies? Yeah, but like, it's such like a weird freak super rabies. I don't know. I don't worry too much about it. I just, you know, wash my hands, stay safe, keep an eye on sicknesses. You know what you're doing tonight? Building a rail for 5 hours? Me too. Me too, buddy. You play Among Us? Do people still play Among Us? I talked about this last time. I'm waiting for the next, like, good social deduction game. Come out, like, video game, I should say. Because I've played Blood on the Clock Tower, which is a in-person social deduction game, much like Mafia or Werewolf. I've played Among Us. I've played Goose Goose Duck. And I just feel like there's something. Trouble in Terrace Town might actually be one of the best ones, weirdly, even though those are like super old. They're gonna make Among Us 2. Oh, they made Among Us 3D, and that was... They fucked up on that. Did you play Among Us if there's a quarantine? I'll follow the trends. I gotta follow the trends slightly. But I need to find a trend I can act upon. I wanted to do a Tomodachi Life, but I couldn't think of a good bit. There's like 20 plus different things it could be. Yeah, it's that way in Goose Goose Duck. It's not a big deal. I'm gonna be honest here. I personally don't like it when there's more things you can be in those games. I think, although it maybe creates more fun events, unless you're playing with a regular group, I think the game being simpler is better because it adds more social deduction to it, which I think is my favorite.
I got my ma a baby blue bandana for Mother's Day and she loves it. She is wearing it now, last it checked. Maybe make the Mies on Tomo Agaki cats?
Tomo Agaki. Tomo Agaki is my favorite. I love Tomo Agaki Island. Maybe. But no, I love my social deduction games that have more social. Ow. Meowdy Archon. What are you doing? Speaking of social deduction, look at this nerd. Runs all the botsy games for us. Thank you for that, by the way, Archon. I appreciate it. There is a slap. Yeah, there's slap. There's explode. There's lurk. Fewer bells and whistles lets the core gameplay shine on its own. Yeah. Explodes only every 5 minutes. Yeah. See, the problem with Werewolf and Mafia is that, like, I would say there's too little mechanics in Werewolf and Mafia. There's no information to be gathered, right? You are doing it purely off of vibes. You get nothing done with 50 people? Oh, yeah. Botsy is great because everyone has special powers. So it's like Werewolf or Mafia, but everyone has special powers. Kind of Town of Salem-esque. But those powers all happen at night, essentially. So you have like a bunch of discussion where you're lying to each other, and then you have your powers in private. Which I think is nice. And I want some sort of game version of that, like video game version of that. I don't know what it is, though. I don't know what the design is. Right? I think the idea of running around doing tasks might not be the way to do it. Because running around doing tasks and then, like, the killer killing in that time just means the game is actually about, like, separating people out and keeping track of where everyone is. Right? For instance, in Among Us, if you know where everyone is at all times, you win. Dead people can talk in Botsy, which is the most important bit. It's huge. I think that just makes for a more fun game, honestly. By dying, you're not cut out of the game. There's a shapeshifter, yeah, but you'll still be able to figure it out. Space Station 14. Ooh, Space Station 14 is a fun one. I do want to try Space Station 14. That is a daunting game. I tried to play Space Station 13 once, and the controls were made by, like, some computer scientist in the 1950s, and I couldn't figure it out. Too many times in Town of Salem, you just don't do anything because you get randomly killed and you sit there. The Space Station 14, though, was very RP heavy, though, right? If you die, you can come back, I believe, in Space Station 14, just as a different character. If I remember correctly. And generally, people aren't dying too much in those games. Space Station 14 is what I see is so RP dependent. I think that's fine. It's different. Oh, what are y'all? Oh. Guys, shorter messages. I can't read big messages. I've played Pandemic, don't worry. It's an interesting co-op game. Space Station 14 has a unique lobbies with different objective rules, very flexible. Yeah, it seems neat. I hope it's just... I need to see if there's like a tutorial for it. Because yeah, 13 was... Oh. But yeah, I get that adding new stuff into Among Us kept it fresh. It's just, I think that style of gameplay has played its way out, in my opinion. I can still enjoy it every now and then, right? Like, I've played Goose Goose Duck with a bunch of other streamers and had a good time, but I don't try to win. It's not about winning. It's not about winning. At that point. once you start adding enough roles, it's not about winning. Space Station 14 might be it, because just like, I fucking love RP. Whoa. We finally start playing YouTube videos to learn the game while making megarail. Look, we're almost done here. We only got 70,000 rails left to go. I've been on this. This has been my hell. It's not fun trying to figure out all the new Among Us roles. I see why they do it. It's just, I feel like the early Among Us, the Among Us that I enjoyed watching, I guess is the better way to put it, when it was big, was the games where you could tell everyone agreed not to be sweaty. And agreed, like, okay, we're going to turn this into a social game. More than everyone walk around in pairs. Everyone memorize every pair that's walking around, etc., etc. Right, you have to kind of change how you play the game to make it more enjoyable. But maybe I'm just a big, like, RP nerd who just wants to, you know, run around and make funny bits. New game, Amon Gus. A group of Gus's. One of them's a Greg, and we have to suss them out. Ooh. How fun does it sound, in your opinion, trying to guess that? It depends on how much other information you can get. So, once again, I played Blood on the Clock Tower, which can have all sorts of, like, wild stuff going on, and it's all about getting information, sussing out what's the correct information. There's a lot of ways for information to be wrong. And then at the end of the day, almost always there's a 50-50 based purely on social vibes that you have to make in a Blood on the Clock Tower game. And I love those. That's my favorite bit, is that, like, last 50-50 where you're like, it's Belle or Scooby. Who do I think has been good this game? Let's see. Like banning the cheap trick of hiding in a player using your names to overlap in a way that hide the amount of people there. Oh, yeah, stuff like that. No. Don't worry too much about the Among Us roles. Don't worry about it. I get it. Don't worry. I've played Goose Goose Duck. It has a lot of the similar roles. It's why Goose Goose Duck honestly kind of falls apart if you play to sweat. Any of these games, I feel like any... Jeez, thank you for the bits. Any asymmetrical game. So a game where there's multiple teams and the teams have different powers. If you play to win, and purely only to win, it falls apart. Right, even Dead by Daylight, which is kind of the king of asymmetrical games. I've seen people play it who enjoy it, and people who play it who hate it, and the people who enjoy it are the ones who are good at it, but are playing to have a good time. Like, they know what they need to do in the game to not win, but to have a good game. Oh, wrong side. And what makes Blood on the Clock Tower a very interesting social deduction game is that the most fun game is trying to win. Because of the amount of mechanics in the game, the most fun version of that game is trying to win. And trying to win can just mean making yourself as suspicious as possible. It can be just being friendly and chatting with everyone and getting their vibes. It can be getting all the information. But as long as you're trying to win in that game, you will have a good time. I think there's always a good time. This is Louis Zong's Dodongo album, which is of course Louis Zong's like Rat-a-tat, Legend of Zelda. I get it turned. Don't worry. When I play Goose Goose Duck, which is essentially Among Us, there's a high probability I'm going to grab multiple people, bring them over to someone else, and kill that person in front of multiple people. Because that's funnier. At some point in the game, there's a high chance I'm going to kill someone in cold blood right in front of everyone and just say something dumb to try to get away with it. Because once again, it's a lot of asymmetricals fall apart if you just try to win. They're a lot more. You're going to have fun if you're there to make funny bits. Now you have to make sure your bits don't ruin other people's fun. Like that's a whole thing. It's a whole thing, which I don't know how to explain. That's just like a technique you gotta learn. You gotta learn how to make bits that other people can build upon. Bits as in jokes, in case you're wondering what I'm talking about. So that just requires practice. No drill bits? Not drill bits, sorry. Play again, you're gonna mow your head? Oh, I'll be fine. Don't worry. Look, I may be a cowboy on the internet, a little cat on the internet, but I got a big brain in this.
How many bits?
How many bits? At least 3. Ow. You know how many last one? No! Don't do it! But yeah. I think those social deduction games that are, if you play the game too much, it's just boring. You just gotta learn how to make jokes out of it. Which is why I think when there's too many bells and whistles, right? When you have too much stuff, like current Among Us and Goose Goose Duck, it gets hard. It's so hard to make bits when there's so many like rules going on. But my VTuber, thank you. I'm gonna kill him soon. Place with a hot cat girl. Ooh. Ooh. Same artist though. That is way better. See? Ow. 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 He's stinking calls himself a cat when we all know the truth. You call me a crab? Are you gonna call me a crab when I'm a cat girl? That's the real question. That's for me to know. That's fair. Damn, I thought I could fill up. What's my favorite music artist? Oh. So my big 3 are gonna be the Decemberists, Kishibashi, and St. Paul and the Broken Bones. That's my big 3. Everything is Crab is a fun roguelike you can play for a stream or two. Ooh, I saw it. Maybe. Look, I'm in my like Death Stranding 2 right now, and fuck me. It's so good. It's so good. It's so fucking dumb. Death Stranding 2 is the dumbest Most hilarious game. I love it. I recently learned pizza do karate something. Which is a pizza-based martial arts. That was pretty cool. We recently saw Higgs, who's the main bad guy, fight with a guitar / battle axe that shoots lightning when played at a samurai, a robo samurai. So that was pretty cool. What are we talking about? Oh, Death Stranding 2. I'm talking about Death Stranding 2. That's what I'm playing currently, and I need to get through it before I do the next games. I've seen everything is crap though. Seems like a cute little roguelite. I need to start looking up my next games and stuff. Yeah, don't worry, I'm reading a turn. I just don't know who they are. Thought the game was more serious than that. Arcanon, I have a question for you. A little question from the Lasso. From me. I'm Lasso. Hello. Hi, it's me, Lasso. Question. Have you ever played a Kojima game? So any of the Metal Gears? I don't think so? Okay. Yeah. So Kojima games are both the most serious and unserious things at the same time. You will have like an hour-long exposition about like the war profiteering of America. Yakuza 0, okay, Yakuza 0 is close. And then you'll have a scene that's all fart jokes. It really, you know, the vibes are all over the place. Yakuza 0, I guess, is similar. You'll go from like soap drama into racing children's box cars. It's not box cars, it's slot cars. They do slot car on that one, right? Like a drama about like your brother being killed or whatever it was in Yakuza 0. Your lover like being kidnapped. And then you're like, hold on, I gotta race some kids, some slot cars. I'll be right back. Friday Night Dance emote win? Ooh. I'll think about it. I need some ideas for cat girl emotes. I wonder if I can find the animation files. I can make the cats do them. The little cats that you see on the bottom of the screen occasionally. What? Do you not like Friday night? It's Friday night. Ow. Don't look at me with disgust. Don't give me that look. Don't have the attention span. Ow. Rude. That's fair. There's shorter story games out there. Meowdy, how are you doing? Oh my god. The whole child thing? Yeah, no. Children make the world hard. That's why all I have are my cats, and you know, that's enough. That's enough for me. Right, Watson? Yeah. He's an old man, too. Ow. How's our favorite cat, Tobin? What makes you think I'm in about... Look, I don't even have... Look at these. I just have little hands. There's no beans on these. They got claws. This kitty's got claws. But no beans. That's for the cat girl. But yeah. Only having like a little bit of time. Story games are hard. There's shorter story games. There's a lot of story games that only take like a few hours. But yeah, like the AAA ones that all take 40 to 60 hours. You're not going to get enough done in 2 hours. Trample on our dreams to your beanless toes. Look. Hold on. Do I need to pull up the image? Do I need to pull up the image? So if you're in the Discord, you get to see these things. I know you're in the Discord room. Where did I put it? Did I pin it? Maybe it's under the yeah, tits will fit. It's me. Hold on. Give me a second. Give me a second. Let me find this. Has image. Let me pull up the mood board. From Lasso. Look, here we go. I specifically included asks for big old bean claws on Vtuber Lasso. We'll have a toggle between normal hands here, like nice pretty hands, like so, and big old beans that look more like a partial fursuit gloves is the idea. You would Lasso? Look. Don't judge. It's a toggle. Also, you get very, very selectively clipped versions, like cropped images there of those beans, because half of those are from furry porn, and you know, I don't post porn on my Discord. Look, if you know what you want, the GIF artist doesn't know what they're doing, okay? It's not that. It's my bigger thing is the popular furry porn board, Damburu, I forget what the name of the type of board it is probably the most large group of images you can search. Your head. No, it's I checked their safer work one too. I also searched the safer work furry image board. Do not worry. I also searched through there. It's just the not safer work one has more images. The most large. Why'd you pause like that? It's dramatic effect, okay? I have a fun cadence. I was also thinking about big dicks, but like that's a separate thing. That's nothing to do with it. Completely unrelated. Don't give me that look. Don't give me that look. Don't look. Turn. I read it. You don't have to say multiple times.
The internet is for porn.
Yep.
The internet is for porn.
It really is.
Why do you think the net was born?
Porn.
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 Porn. Porn.
Avenue Q. Really knew everything. Avenue Q, that's what that one was, right? One of the few musicals that the songs I can listen to and be like, you know what? These are kind of funny. These are alright. I want to say they made another... I feel like the creators made another thing. Simply ask Apple, we could find more. Look, Apple and I could not... Look, I don't bring this up around Apple at all. Apple's a fellow VTuber friend. I fucking hate musicals. I despise musicals. They are so boring. Calling them a musical 90% of the time is a fucking affront to music. Just because you have someone sing doesn't make the music any bit interesting. Just because your lyrics are about a story doesn't make it good. Put some interesting composition in those things. Please. Clip this and tell them fair. No, I just, the composition of a lot of musicals I find rather boring. And I'm a person who, when I'm listening to music, I usually don't hear the lyrics for 3 or 4 listens. It takes me like on the 3rd or 4th listen to actually hear the lyrics. Do you hate operas? I haven't been to an opera, so I cannot pass judgment. But no. The way I listen to music is I don't hear the lyrics for a lot of times. I hear like the melody. I hear the voice and the melody it's creating. But I don't actually comprehend the lyrics for like 3 or 4 listens. So if you don't have interesting composition, I'm not going to bother to keep listening. It's a big fucking slime. Hi, buddy. No kisses. Sorry. Yeah, so it means most musicals to me are pretty boring because they just don't have very interesting music. Now, I truly wish I could just enjoy lyrics and be like, oh, sweet, this is a great story, I'm into it. But it just doesn't work. That's why you enjoy J-pop so much, or if that's unrelated. Well, here's the thing, once I start listening to it, I want the lyrics to be good. Once I'm able to hear the lyrics, I also want those to be good, because I'm a hipster, pretentious piece of shit. What about the Protoman rock opera? I enjoy the Protoman occasionally. I actually really do enjoy a lot of like instrumentals as well, right? Yeah, certain musicals work where you can tell that they put a lot more effort into the composition of the music. Technically, the December's album Hazards of Love could be played out as a musical, and that is like one of my favorite albums of all time. It's so good. It's so good. It's such a good, like, dark fairy tale. Right, Hospice is another one of my, like, big favorite albums. And the lyrics are incredibly important there. But you can listen to it without understanding the lyrics and get the vibes of it. It is an extremely sad album about an abusive relationship and death and cancer and stuff. It's great. I love it. Fantastic. Would recommend. I think lyrics still matter. Like, I still think lyrics matter. It's just, if your music isn't interesting, just write a poem. That's how I always feel. I'm like, just write a poem. Which I think is how some people treat music. As lyricists, we need to write both for people who care about the lyrics and for people who listen to lyrics as percussion, basically. Well, it depends on who you're going for, right? The Mountain Goats is very much, most of their songs, I should say, not all of them. They have such a wide album, wide discography. But a lot of their songs are essentially spoken word poetry over music, is how it feels. And they've done very well for themselves, and it speaks to a lot of people. And it's how that creator, John Darnielle, I think is his name, gets, expresses themselves. But man, I fall asleep to that man's songs so quickly. It just lulls me into a sweet, sweet set of sleep. But yeah. And then of course, as you said, Rue, lyrics a lot of times also act as a percussion, right? The words you choose and the cadence you deliver it at does create a beat that can be used in a very interesting way. And you see some... It's what a lot of, no, I wouldn't say a lot, but a decent chunk of rap, I think, is about, is creating interesting cadences and beats with the word choice you have. Which I think is a very difficult art. You actually might be a little bit more tuned into it, because I think that's a very... How to put it? I feel like a lot of Japanese poems work from that standpoint. I feel like Japanese being a lower phenome, less sound language, means there's a lot more choices in the sounds that are used. What's your opinion on Rakugo? I don't know what Rakugo is. I'm sorry. But yeah. Let me look it up. Rakugo. Oh, it's a comedy. Verbal comedy. I don't know. I feel like I would have to understand Japanese. I feel like I would have to understand Japanese to be able to watch the watch it and get it. I miss out on a lot of Japanese humor because a lot of it's wordplay and puns. And translators and localizers can do their best, but just because you have so many less phonemes in Japanese, there's gonna be so many more puns. Gonna have you as a background noise. Thank you. While you sew, enjoy sewing. I hope it goes well. Narrative nature and bringing a story to life with just delivery. I see. Yeah. Formed Shinigami, which is not comedy, close to the way storytelling is done with stand-up. Oh yeah, with modern stand-up, which was... fuck me. The storytelling in modern stand-up... Why can't I remember his name? It all, kind of originates from, could do in the 40s? Maybe 50s? Larry, yeah, the cable guy. That's who it was. Thank you, Larry the Cable Guy, for giving us... No, no, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's from way older. It's from way older. There's, comedy has a lot of, like, interesting stuff. Shoot, what was his name? He was alive till somewhat recently. But there was, basically one guy that popularized, I don't know if he pioneered it, but he at least popularized the idea of stand-up comedy just being more making a bunch of stories that are funny and delivering those over time. Versus just, is it Mitch Hedberg in the 80s? Who was just more or less one-liners? Or the, like, Abbott and Costello kind of, like, over-the-top, kind of slapsticky, almost. Comedy's fascinating. Comedy is fascinating, and, like, how it trends. Maybe we should play Celeste again. I do love Celeste. Portal. My problem with Portal speedruns is... I don't feel as accomplished. Celeste speedruns, I feel a sense of accomplishment when I get better. I don't feel that as much with, Celeste. Sorry, with Portal. Celeste, I feel very accomplished. Portal, I don't feel as much. Just because of the nature of the game. I feel it's a lot of Portal speedruns feel very... Like, even if you're doing the all inbounds, so not doing any out-of-bound stuff, it feels cheesy. While Celeste feels like I'm taking the mechanics I've been given and mastering them. And I lactose. I won't. It's tricky thing. Uh-oh. Who's typing in kanji now? I see a couple of Ghana in there, but oh, it's over. You don't call it in English? That's fair. No, it's fine. You're good. Maybe we'll get back to Celeste a bit. I need to get back to doing some of the, although y'all seem to not... You seem to kind of fade out on, the... What were we doing? We were doing, the collection. I forget what it was called. Strawberry Fest. I think that got a little too, it was so difficult for me to do, and I had to do so many precise inputs. Y'all weren't able to follow it, and I think it lost a lot of y'all. It stopped looking like, oh, you're doing a cool thing in the game, to like, this is just visual noise now. If y'all have recommended games, by the way, feel free to put them in the Discord. I'd love to know what y'all recommend. Awake kitty. He's awake for 5 seconds. And then he's going to go back to sleep. Oh, well, there's so many. It's so far. Why did I decide to do this? Why are we here? There's too many blocks. Can't wait for you to do another full lap after this one. Look. Like I said, if y'all want more Minecraft Sunday after this is done, let me know. And I'll figure out something to do. But I need y'all to start telling me what you like. And how don't you fucking dare pull the like do whatever you want lasso. As long as you're having fun, we're having fun. I know that's not true. We all know that's not true. The coding streams prove it. It's a proven thing. Don't lie to me. Do another puzzle? Ooh. I gave up on that last puzzle. I couldn't do... Look, the gradient puzzle was too difficult. The gradient, what's it called? Where it changes based on where you're looking at. Like, color changes based on which way you're looking at it. There's an archipelago puzzle you can do? But why? Does that mean you just don't get any of the pieces? Other people have to, like, give you pieces? So you're just always going to be, like, the last one in the archipelago, just about? You can put extra pieces in? Okay. Connecting pieces gives checks. Oh. So you're also the blocker for a lot of things. Archipelago's an interesting idea. I like the idea of connecting a bunch of games. I think the setup for it is too fucking annoying. It's too much time to set it up. The setup isn't that bad though, honestly. It took me like multiple hours to get Celeste set up, okay? On my end. It took me multiple hours to get Celeste working on my end. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's a you issue? No. It's the fucking documentation is dog shit issue. It's fucking tommels as well. Absolute ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Depends on the game. Yeah, but like I think that's the issue is look, I just want to look, when I play a game, I just want to launch it and fucking go. If there is you know, more than like 5 things I have to click in game, I'm out. I'm done. I make, you know, I code all this stuff. This little cat here. I made an entire tool, so all you have to do is like click around and then bam, you can set your look. Ow. Made a whole tool for y'all to make it real easy for you to make your own cats. You're in vanilla Minecraft only because of that? Yeah, luckily they've made getting into mod packs easier. Like you can just click a button and install a mod pack. That's nice. Setting up a mod pack's a little bit of a bitch still. You know. It's look, I played Oblivion back in the days where I was editing like 80 different INI files, rearranging files, typing in stuff all the time to get the game running on mods. I've done that. Figuring out install orders by yourself. I've done all it. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. We have the technology. Make your stuff easy. Make it clearly understandable. It doesn't have to be perfect. But you know, I haven't had anyone use the cat making tool and be like, I don't understand this. And I'm very proud of that. Everyone who uses Fat Cat, no one's complained that it's too complicated, the most recent iteration. Music was too complicated. I could not find a way to, like, do that simpler. That was a command that, like... I don't think exists in a simpler form. Thinking about a new Fat Cat. Uh-huh. Tell me about it. Tell me. It isn't good enough? What do you mean? What do you mean? Archon, you have to say you like something or else I'm going to change it. You want to have more customization? I already told you. That's all you get. What do you mean, Archon? You can change your fur pattern. You can change your eyes. You can change your primary color. You can change your secondary color. And you can change your bean mouth and ear color. And then if you're a sub, you can put on a hat, which you can change the hat band color and the hat color. You can also put on a scarf, which you can change the scarf color. You update it? Why can't I have the ability to draw my face? Because how the fuck would I put that into a chat command? I can look at the options. All right. It should be beneath the stream. There should be like a little link. Thank you for the Prime sub. I appreciate it. I don't know, man. Don't yell at me. Look, I'm going to yell at stuff. I'm going to yell. If you say it's not good enough, I'm going to yell at you, okay? You yell at me, I yell at you. Them's the rules here. You be kind to me, I be kind to you. That's all I need. That's all I need. You know, there's no good way of making a thing that would allow y'all to like draw on your face. I mean, you could technically. I gave people the base eyes in the Discord so people could make new eyes and I could upload them. That'd be a little bit of a bitch, but I could do that. So you could technically draw on your face. Just it would require more effort. Like that's gonna be a bit more complex. If Nintendo can do it. Y'all can only act through a... Nintendo doesn't let you do it through a chat command. If Nintendo made a Tomodachi Life where you can make an entire me off of a chat command, okay. Then maybe you would have some standing with that argument. You'll have to do it later. That's fair. Can you even share your Mii's in the new Tamagotchi life? Hot damn. 0 out of 10 game. I'm surprised they didn't have that. Maybe that's a feature they'll add later. Feels like such a basic idea for Mii's. Oh, there's no filter? Oh. You can make Mii swear and have cocks drawn on their faces. I see. Yeah. That's fair. And Nintendo will do anything to prevent children from yelling at... And really, Nintendo will do whatever it takes to make sure parents don't yell at Nintendo because their kids saw something weird on a Nintendo game. Yeah, maybe they'll add a sharing later. I don't know why you can't do like private sharing. Like, hey, you're friends with me on the Switch. Here, let's share the thing. Like, not a global market, but a person-to-person deal. You can do local? Okay, so you can do, local's a little... We have the internet. Come on. Alright, I'm gonna take a quick break. Quick little break. Then we'll be right back with more of this silly digging. Go dance. I'll give you all the song about if you have any balls. Y'all like that one, right? The exclamation mark dance in chat. Such silly dancers. I love them.
Don't you have any balls?
Alright, be right back.
Bitch.
They dance so well. I'm so proud of the dance. It just looks good. Some of the dances are a little awkward, but you know. Ow. The fuck? This is why I don't appear here, because the way the lighting works is actually like really weird when it comes to Lasso. The light is a flat light. It's not actually it doesn't have any depth, so it falls apart. Look what you made me do. Look where I am. Look at Watson. The dance looks so good. I'm real happy with it. I have to look at you? Yeah. This wonderful model made by Pillow. And Watson. He's so sleepy. I gave him a few pets. He was just like, yep, nope. I'm eepy. What was I gonna ask? Right. I need, if y'all have any suggestions for Fat Cat, please put them in the Discord. Would love to hear it. Love to know what people want changed. Also, if there's anything you like about it that you want to see more of, also very useful information. Very useful animation. Like, information. A battle royale. Okay. Go on. I'm listening. Calling your bluff here. I'm listening. Just cats fighting. That's it. Why do you want the cats to fight? No. That's against the ethos. Against the ethos of a Fat Cat. Of the chat game, of the chat cats. Y'all are kind to one another. I very specifically make sure everything y'all do that would interact with another cat is only possible to be kind. Extremely important to me. I was called far on earlier. You call it less kind? Look, that's Belle. That's Belle and you. That's y'all's personal relationship. Y'all know each other. You're friends. And I'm not gonna, you know, that's up for you and Belle to discuss with each other. Y'all should be kind. We should be all kind to one another. In this economy, especially in this economy. Especially in this economy. Spread a little bit of kindness, spread a little bit of joy. That's the dream of it all. We keep tearing each other down. It just gets really, look, life gets hard. You're not pushing yourself by pushing someone else down. Another option or two of things to do on the dance floor, like a nap command? Maybe. Shit. Like, could be interesting. We do have a exclamation mark lurk command now, but that's just like a basic lurk. When was the last time you got to eat? I don't want to talk about it. Pre-Christmas. When was the last time y'all got to eat? Look. Jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle. Jingle. You don't need food. Jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle. You don't need food. Look at the jingle. Jingle, jingle. It follows my mouse, by the way. If I can, like, move it around. Let me adjust it slightly. You should be moving your legs up a little bit more when you do the attack. I don't know why it's not doing that. Jingle, jingle. Jingle, jingle. For the follow. Jingle, jingle. Jingle, jangle. Jingle, jangle. That was a bunch of fun to set up that one. We also have this, but I don't pull it out too much because y'all have been pretty well behaved. But like sometimes when y'all act up, I feel like I need this. So good. I'm mainly shooting Lasso here. The tail's a little bit weird. I need to fix that slightly. The tail goes forward a little bit when it really needs to be being pushed back. Ow. It's okay. They're just play fighting. And then occasionally they just sit there. The tail's a little bit funky. It's a hard thing to control. Like the way the animations work on that. I might need to like give it mass or something so it acts a little bit better. Currently the cats, they don't have any mass. Well, they do when they're ragdolled, but not when they're not ragdolled. Explode has mass though. You have mass when you do exclamation mark explode. And yeet. Yeet, by the way, got like real fucked up. Something happened with Yeet, and I don't want to talk about it. And the changing over to the new cat models. Also, as a reminder to anyone who's in the Discord, if you want to save your cat in the way it currently looks, there is a non-zero chance that somehow your cat's, like, what your cat looks like might get deleted at some point. I have a channel in the Discord that you can post a picture of your cat along with a code. So you can save it over there and show it off to other people. I'm gonna be doing my best not to make sure I don't delete your information. I managed to keep it between upgrading the cat models, but there is a very, very slight chance that something might happen, and that save, the way I store the saves might change at some point. We are though now. There we go. I got there. I fixed my spoonerism. Storing things according to your Twitch number, your user ID, and not your username. So that should help a lot with anyone who does any sort of like name changes or any of that. You should not be affected anymore. Good. You remember? Yeah. I believe in you. It's not a huge deal. It probably won't happen anytime soon. I'm not... My current goal with Fat Cat is making subs, hype trains Yeah, subs and hype trains. I need to have a some special event happen during them. Some little special animation. That's the current goal. And gift subs. Right, gift subs used to do Suika. I need to do something else. What about feeding us? I'll think about it. Rain food down upon us. Well, now that you're not always in stream, it makes less sense to do so. Right, that made more sense when y'all were all on the stream at all times. I remember the fake Suika. That took way too much time to set up. That was a fucking dumb thing that I did. It was kind of hilarious, though. I did like the Suikas. But also, like, the Suika bit's over, right? Suika's dead. Oh, no. Oh, those things are still in. I hate them. No one plays Suika anymore. It's a centipede. Hold on. I have a plan. Nope, that's the gauntlet. Oh, wrong one, wrong one. My bad, my bad, my bad, wrong one. I think I got it. I think we're good. I think we're good. Let's put that back in the backpack. It's a lost city down there. It's definitely lost now. Got bazooka a few times. Not to remember what my cat looks like. Yeah. I don't have a way to, like, import or look at your current set look or any of that stuff. Towards what we're building? Oh, the rail is going to be one? Oh, is there? Might have just been these pillars. We have expanded cave biomes in this mod pack. So it might have just been one of the fancy cave biomes that you're seeing. Must have been the wind. Yeah, I have what's up, random? Uh-oh. Meowdy! Meowdy. I'm just gonna let this happen. Praise asparagus. Can you get a praise asparagus in chat? Can I get a praise asparagus? Such a good PFP. Perfect reaction. Meowdy. Nelly, how are y'all doing? How was... Wait, you're playing Metal Gear Solid? The OG Metal Gear Solid? Have you played the Kojimas before? Meowdy Nelly, how are you doing? Everyone please check out Nelly. They're a fellow cowfolk VTuber. They do a lot of... I love your art. Your art is fantastic. All your stuff is great. How you doing? How was it? Meowdy, welcome on to everyone. I'm Lasso Catsidy, Catboy Cowboy. If you're new here, you should see some cats on the stream. They are all part of a self-made, like, I coded everything. I did all the animations chat game, which has a bunch of commands. If you want to customize your cat, I have an itch WebGL thing that you can use. Here, I'll just pull it up real fast. That you can use to customize your own little cat. Meowdy Fluffy. Alright, you can change your color, your fur pattern, all sorts of stuff. Your ears and mouth and stuff. Let me take a look at it. Change the eyes. We have 2 eye options right now. You have orange cat and pretty cat based off of my cats behind me. Well, one of the cats behind me. Oh. And if you just copy a command from down here and paste it in, it'll set your cat's look. See if I can do an escape character. Something like that. I just wanted to make sure I didn't overwrite my cat. This rules, thank you. Yeah, the model was made by koi_models over on Twitter, but everything else, all the coding, all the like animations were done by yours truly. It's been a bunch of fun, but please check out Nelly if y'all can. Please tell me how Metal Gear Solid was. We've been playing, first time playing a Metal Gear at all. Ooh, how are you liking it? And you just started with Solid, you didn't start with Metal Gear? We've been playing Death Stranding 2 here recently, which is Kojima's most recent work. And let's just say Death Stranding 2 is Metal Gear Solid 6. That's all I can say. It's Metal Gear Solid 6. There's so much in it that are just like, I see Kojima wanted to make another Metal Gear. Had to stop because of internet issues. It happens. I hope that fixes out. I know there's some storms going through. You fought Psycho Mantis? Ooh. Did you know about the secret to fighting Psycho Mantis before fighting them? Out of curiosity. It's a good cat. You did not. Ooh. How'd you like it? How'd you like the fun... How would one do the secret on the PC? In the ported version of it, if you're doing the, what is it called? The, like, Metal Gear Solid Super Collection, there's a thing in the menu that lets you change the port. It's a little bit hidden in the menu, but you can do it. Can only imagine how many mines were blown that day. Yeah, no, absolutely insane. I would highly recommend, if you enjoy the dialogue of Metal Gear Solid, going back and playing Metal Gear 1 and 2. I will also say, though, for Metal Gear 1 and 2, bring a guide. Have a guide on the side. It comes from the era of there are... like death pits that insta-kill you video games, if that makes sense. There's not great direction all the time. But the dialogue is like, it's so good. If you like Metal Gear dialogue. No spoilers, guys. No spoilers, but it's so good. King's Quest game design era, yeah, it's something. Also, it's a very good stealth system. But yeah, I'm glad you're enjoying it. It is, Metal Gear Solid is probably like my favorite game series. I love it. I won't spoil though, but it goes places. Might play them off stream. That's fair. Yeah, it is. It's just a journey. I love them so much, but they're just a journey. It's the most intellectual anti-war, but also like war is fucking cool. This is the dumbest shit ever. Also, Old Man Yowie. You gotta pay respects to any Old Man Yowie. That's what Minecraft is missing. Microsoft, get on it. Where's my Old Man Yowie in my Minecraft, huh? What Arcanon? No, I need official Microsoft Old Man Yowie. I don't want boyfriend mods, okay? I don't want someone's fan comic about Hermitcraft or something in the Old Man Yowie present there. Alright, I need an old man I can nurse back to health after he's been attacked by a creeper and his arm got blown off. And I can nurse him back to health in my like little hut. Okay? And we can learn to love again. Oh, and then he sacrificed himself for my life? Oh, yeah. He can say, no, I'm too old. Go on without me. This last flame that you brought to me was more than enough. And then you can get the great scene where he just turns into like a rotten meat or something. Damn you, Steve. Do it. Go. Get out of here. Oh, in case anyone's wondering why we're playing Minecraft today, hi. That's a good question. Does someone want to explain why we're playing Minecraft? No, that's fair. Lasso loves charity. It's true. So, my goal in Minecraft is to build a rail that takes 8 hours to travel one way. Travel. It's taken over 100 hours to build. We are currently building the return trip. We have 65,000 rails to go. We're doing it all in survival. We are playing in modded though, so you know. It's a little bit easier. It's a little bit easier. But I've manually placed roughly 330,000 rails. And we're on the home stretch. The original goal involved not using any teleporters to build this rail, so I would have to like load up my inventory with rails and then ride the rail down to the end of the rail and then build from there. And after the ride started taking like 3 hours to get to the part of the rail I needed to work on, we decided that was a dumb idea. And let me use teleports. No, we have like in the mod teleports, so we're using those. Also, anyone who came in, if you need to, please get yourself food, water, drink, all that jazz. We're gonna be here for another 3 hours, probably. I just checked the time and I'm like, oh fuck. Oh, we got a long time still. We got a lot of rail left to build. Because so we're being done. Well, if I move the cat, this is my cat Watson. We have we're at negative 65,729, and I believe the rail is at negative 100 on the Z axis. Don't move the cat. Oh, you made them bigger. It's okay. Yeah. This is Watson. It's 11:12 for you. Damn. Got my Euro beans in here. He's such a boy. Oh. He's leaving. He'll be back. Maybe. This, by the way, this Minecraft server is also available to anyone who is on the Discord. If you're in the Discord, all you have to do is, there's information in the games channel on how to get access to the server. All I have to do is whitelist you. How much charity for us to get you a diagonal track? I will never do a diagonal track. Ever. That's a hard no. Why not? So you technically travel faster on diagonals, right? You travel at like 12 meters per second instead of 8. If I remember correctly. Which would mean... Hold on. Let me do math. Roughly 4.5. Which mean you'd go, what, like 520... it's 230,000 blocks, 50% longer, so it'd be 345,000 blocks. It could be one way. No, if we kept building the rail. If we kept building the rail. Big if. I would do it on a new server. I'd want to get a mod pack or make a mod pack that had really like drastic terrain generation. I'm talking like Rocky Mountains, really like big valleys and stuff like that. Because we do it all above ground. We're currently below ground because we've already done the above ground rail. And this is what we're stuck with. If I dug straight up, we could go see the other rail. Make sure, and on the rails adventure. What do you mean by that? You want me to make the new Star Fox? Is that what you're telling me to make? Star beans. Oh right, the new so they announced the newest remake of Star Fox 64. How are people's thoughts on it? I want to know. My thoughts. I'll let y'all get your thoughts out. Ow. Meowdy Primal. Nintendo released like a short direct on it recently. And I want to know y'all's thoughts. It's just Star Fox 64 with modern graphics and updated character models and designs. A lot of people are upset about the updated character designs because I quote the internet, they're not fuckable enough. I disagree. I just think people are close-minded. Will I be playing Subnautica 2? Ooh, maybe. I gotta wait to see how it's received. I've heard issues with the development. Weird how we get 2 new Star Fox designs in as many months between Mario Galaxy movie and the Star Fox 64 movie. Sorry, Star Fox 64 remake. That is interesting. They look much closer to the original Star Fox models, I feel. Versus the movie ones, I feel closer to Star Fox Adventures / Star Fox Assault. Which is what you see in Smash. In early access, I probably won't play it till it's full release. Unless the early access is really big. The Mario movie has Fox in it. Mario movie has, Mario movie 2 has Fox in it. But yeah, my thoughts on the models is they definitely got someone who was really into Vor to make the models, but then got someone who hated Vor to do the animations. And I'm upset by that. I think, you know, they're cowards. The lip sync for Fox. Okay, if you watch the direct, not now, later, you'll see that Fox's mouth doesn't actually move that much. He keeps it pretty sedated. But when you see the like weird VTuber software that they include, you can see that his mouth is very well designed on the inside. So obviously someone took the time to build out those Fox chompers. But then the animators were like, we can't do this. It's a kid's game. It's a kid's game. And I'm just saying, you have fucking Slippy who has a giant mouth. Do it, cowards. Give us the Slippy Vor. Give us the Slippy Vor cut. You'll sell millions. The furry community will go crazy. That's how I feel. But you know, I have strong... I think they all wear gloves, so you don't get to see their beans. I know there's some like... Oh, fuck me. So I'm on the furry side of the internet sometimes. And by sometimes, I mean all day, every day. There are some people making some like really niche complaints, which I find funny. That Falco, for example, has a seed beak and not a falcon beak in the most recent redesign of his. Which I think is a valid but very nerdy complaint. His tongue is so, I don't even know how to say it. I can see it, yeah. Someone who was into Vor made those models. And yet, the animations, those cowards. Look, I only notice these things because of the sheer amount of animations I've had to do for Fat Cat. I'm like very in tune now with like animations on video games and stuff like that, which is both a blessing and a curse. The more you make video games, the less, I don't know, it really kills some of the magic of games, and you start analyzing some stuff that you really just was better left as a mystery. Yeah, no, I think Peppy looks fine. I think Falco looks fine. It's Fox and Slippy they were cowards for. The more art you look at, the more you realize shortcuts, yeah. By the way, explode is every 5-minute cooldown, by the way, random. Because it is a bit more abrasive of a command, I make sure to high cooldown it. Just a heads up. So it won't play unless you do it every 5 minutes. And if you make a fucking timer and spam it every 5 minutes, I will know. I will find you. I will turn your cat. I will go through your save file and give you the ugliest cat I could possibly make. I will hard force that in the code. Do you promise? No, because I'm too lazy to do that. I'm too lazy to do that. I could do it, but I won't. I'll just time people out or something. Something like that. I'll just, you know, I'll just ban people if they abuse it. I used to have a bot that would tell you how long it's still on cooldown, but I removed that because it just clogged up the messages. Also means now that it's much easier for me to do like shared chat. Can't cry when it's 0 seconds? I know. A lot of people managed to get those 0-second cooldowns. I was very impressed. I should have done a ceiling on the round on those. Can we agree share chat's almost the perfect system? Almost. I want to I think the one thing I want from share chat is to be able to designate certain chatters as like don't go to shared. Move forward and jump. I have a. This is what you want. When we had a timer to spam the tall and wide commands, y'all got so big when we had fat fat. Isn't there a bot designation? So you can make a account as a bot on Twitch, but it doesn't really do anything if I remember correctly, and it's kind of a bitch to get done. It's mainly for bots like SiriBot and stuff like that. Like that's the point of the whole bot designation. Oh, sorry, big stretch. Yeah, no, share chat's almost perfect. I like the idea. I think I usually I think I prefer doing it really depends on who I'm doing it with. Depends on the game. I think for a lot of things I would prefer non-shared chat, but just the stream together, which I know you can set. Take the idea from a moderation standpoint, yeah. The shared chat, for big channels, yeah. I don't think big channels ever do the shared chat. The stream together, though, I think is very good. I think it's smart. It's good for small channels, though, a lot of the time. You'd be surprised. I mean, yeah, look. No, look. I've had my fair share of trolls come in. Don't worry. I've been on here a while. We've had our, we had a follow bot at one point happen. We had people coming in on fishing and, like, insisting that we were fat losers because we would fish in VR chat instead of in the real world. I'm not sure how that made me fat, but loser I get, but, like, you don't have to be fit to fish in the real world either. Rather stay inside than go outside? Yeah. But, you know. Oh, what else have we gotten? That's the main ones. You don't need shared chat when sites exist to pull up both streamers at once and both chats going on there. I think doing it on Twitch is kind of nice, actually, personally. I kind of hate those other sites. But that's me. I used multi-stream back before, like, shared channels, shared streaming together and all that, but that always felt a little clunky. I don't know, they've made it. Maybe they'll improve it. I feel like enough people are using it that they might be doing some improvements on it. I don't know what Twitch is working on currently. They'll probably say it. When's TwitchCon? Summer? On the streamer end, we see whenever I do shared chat, I see all the chats in one place. Personally, it might be a setting. It all shows up on like my little OBS thing. They're just working on stuffing AI on the platform. Of course they are. Look, okay, look. Every company is. It's annoying. It's awful, but yeah, I wonder what they're gonna announce. So I don't know what they announced at TwitchCon 2025. Actually, let me check that real fast. TwitchCon 2025 announcements. I'm actually curious. Making mobile better. Meta AI glasses. All right, sure. They were working with Meta for some bullshit. That's a very non-nothing. More clipping. Wait, auto clips? If you say clip that, there's a chance that it'll auto clip what you're saying? Oh. I don't know if that's the thing. Watch streaks, co-streaming, yeah. The combos. All right, they were working a lot on like other stuff on the promotions and getting working through Twitch to get sponsorships so they can get a cut of the money. I'm still baffled how much this AI shit has consumed the minds of shareholders. It's, look, we know my stance. I fucking hate generative AI. I think it's a waste of time and resources, but, and morally wrong, but I'm not C-suite. I can't change the decisions. I can just, you know, stick to not using and not using it. Doing my best to not be on platforms that use it. Don't play games that use it, etc. Hot Graham, it's hot damn, it's Minecraft's Monday. Yeah, Meowdy Dan, how are you doing? Oh, good news, everyone. Don't waste your points. He's back. I'm just gonna stretch. I have to like stretch a lot more when playing this because I kind of like zone in. I kind of zone out. There goes 500 points. There it is. There's the cat cam. It's right there. Hold on. Let me double check. Yep, that's a cat. Wow. Last however not be stinky. The lost and upside down fishing. Oh. I think that means once upon a time I was, but no longer can I be. That's my interpretation. So like a fish we lost. What's that horrendous smell in your house? Yeah, so Watson found some salmon one time and dragged it somewhere. We don't know where. It's been there for 5 years. I've heard horror stories about that, of like pets grabbing meat of some variety and then dragging it off to a corner and then essentially losing it. So you just kind of accept that part of your house is just absolutely horrendous smelling. Once you weren't stinky, but now you can never not be stinky. Exactly. We've been staying on this side pretty much for the last few times, okay? The last few days, it's been consistently my right, cart's left. Hold on. Cat cam check. She's fucking dodging it. I got her. Like encrypted, I found her. She's all blurry too. It just does not. There we go. There's Cactus, there's my wife. Right there. She might be there for a few hours now. We'll see. Nope. Stuff is going on. To glue your wife to your wall? It's Velcro. Look. Missy either stares next to that cactus for like an hour or 5 seconds. There's no in between. At least we don't have to watch him pin his wife against the wall. Yeah, that's for the OnlyFans. Give you Watson back at least. He's being cozy. How are you doing, Dan? How's the return to WoW? Or is that a project to happen later? Are we still on our Stellaris hell? Been doing it on and off with Stellaris. Okay. Fair enough. Oh. I just worry whenever any of my friends saying they're getting back into WoW. I just hope it doesn't last too long. For your own sake. Also for my sake, because I know if any of my friends get back into WoW and they get big, they're gonna be like, Lasso. It's good. It's good. You'll enjoy it. Come on, come. The water's warm. Not ready for your Mega Sweat Mythic Plus rating arc? Oh, fuck. I forgot alright. Here's ready for Lasso's WoW rant. Hello, it's me, Lasso. I hate in MMOs multiple difficulties on raids. Especially when loot is tied to it. If loot wasn't tied to it, we could talk. We could talk. I will also accept 2 difficulties of raids. personally. I will accept easy, learn the mechanics, and then normal. So LFR, looking for raid, and normal diff would be the 2 diffs I would allow. But once you add like heroic and mythic plus, we're falling apart. And then in order to be able to do the easiest difficulty of the next raid comfortably, you have to be able to do heroic of the previous raid. Oh my god, it's too much. I don't want to have to run the same fucking raid 4 times a week either. I think that's the other thing. You don't want LFR, normal, heroic, mythic, giga, swagtastic, mythic plus, plus? No, I want baby and normal. And normal can be fucking hard. Like, normal can be really hard. I remember back in back when we were less sweaty on the internet, Molten Core and early Burning Crusade stuff, you had to run through the beginning part of the dungeon multiple times before you could even get to the later part of the dungeons. I know now that we have like optimization calculators and all that stuff, people are able to like first time show up to Molten Core and beat it. But and I'm fine with that. Also doesn't like hard difficulty. If I'm going to expand this to all video games, for most games, I want 1 difficulty, which is intended difficulty setting, because difficulty is part of game design. I think for some games, having accessibility settings or multiple difficulties is fine, depending on the game. Like, I hate Doom's difficulty settings, right? The highest level Doom difficulty is something like you get shot twice, you're dead. Right? Something ridiculous like that. And everything's a bullet sponge and takes 5,000 shots to kill. Intended difficulty equals baby. Got it. Well, like, Dark Souls, great example of there's 1 difficulty. If you don't know what you're doing, it's fairly difficult. If you know what you're doing, it's medium difficulty. And that's part of the thing. Celeste, 1 difficulty setting. They do have accessibility settings. But if you use those accessibility settings, you are very much losing out on part of the game. So using baby games as an example, sorry. SpongeBob's Driving School has 1 difficulty. And that difficulty is fucking impossible. And that's what drives the game forward. Or I should say propels the game, because it's a boating school. Right? If it wasn't that hard, you wouldn't get the right experience. But then you have a game like, let's pull up Stellaris, the dance playing, that has multiple difficulty settings. But secretly it has 1 difficulty setting that they don't tell you about, and it's learning the fucking game. That's the real difficulty. Sure, the AI can be easier or harder, but learning the game is equally difficult no matter the difficulty setting. Learning what each button does is the real challenge of Stellaris. No, I think a lot of games suffer from difficulty settings. It's why if you see me playing a game on this channel, we almost always play the normal difficulty first, or whatever the default is. Sometimes the default is hard, I've noticed, because that's the difficulty the game devs wanted you to do. That's what the game's designed around. That'll give you the best feeling. I know someone who was on a New Game 6 running Bloodborne, turn the HUD off because it's an extra bit of challenge. Look, they can do whatever they want. Ads are starting soon, by the way, for anyone not subbed or not on certain ad blockers. Game's so complicated, not sure how to win Stellaris. The Fallen Empires are ungodly strong. There's no way to beat their score military. I think Fallen Empires don't count. Oh wait, they do awaken, don't they? Alright, yep. Nope. Yeah, no. Well, Stellaris is fucking wacky. Stellaris is so fucking wacky. Previous game I stopped because I knew it was over. I gathered everything from push into a Fallen Empire. And you just couldn't. They just hard stopped you with their fleet of 10 trillion power. Oh, no, I want one of those. Thank you. So, fleets and battleships, full starbase with every defense. Exceeding my fleet capacity. Between the fleets and starbase, had to combine power of like 300k. Did nothing. Didn't even scratch them, I'm sure. I'm assuming you have to do some like bullshit cheese to kill the rolled in the sector, provoked them. Fleet was 600k. Fleet didn't give him a chance to warp away. Just destroyed 40% of it. Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep, that sounds about right. The game's brutal. But yeah, I don't know. I think most games are better off with a singular difficulty. And then difficulty should be set to whatever the creator thinks is the best difficulty. Right? Celeste is hard because the act of accepting yourself and many sides of you is hard. The act of saying goodbye at the end of the day is hard. Saying farewell to someone who's died, that is very difficult. So they made it difficult. Not true, bye, bitch. No! Right, Dark Souls is meant to be a little bit tricky or difficult. Because the idea is you're the special boy. You're the special chosen hollow that doesn't go insane by trying over and over again. And if you do quit the game, you become one of the, in lore, I would argue, you become one of the hollows that went insane and gave up. That did go insane and gave up. Which is like 90% of the enemies you fight is hollows that tried to kindle the flame but went insane in the process and gave up. Bloodborne meant to be hard because, I don't know, it's an Eldritch game. Elder gods are powerful. The end. Did I lose some? Ah, there. You made a race of mushroom people and we try again? Good luck. Good luck. I believe in you. I think you can do it. Oh. We did it. Like 15k? Uh-oh. We should be reaching the end of the current dig. Uh-oh. Surviving and beating the other races is not a problem. Somehow surpassing the Fallen Empires, still working on it. I assume you are like near end of tech tree too. I don't know if it comes down to like doing like weird optimizations of your empire. Fallen Empires just have like such a tech advantage and resource advantage in that game. Someone want to build this rail for me, please and thank you. Actually, no, you can't do that. Can someone come in and dig more holes for me? Please and thank you. Be greatly appreciated. You only fill holes? Ah, that's fair. I'm really trying to think of what would be a funny next project in Minecraft. Let's see if your Minecraft's updated. Yeah, check the Discord for whatever mod pack we're on currently. It's like 57.5 or some bullshit like that. I don't know what people typically watch, like, Minecraft for nowadays. I assume mainly people are watching, multiplayers where people are, like, interacting and there's some sort of soft storyline throughout it all. Maybe not, like, a full RP, but, like... a medium. Need to steal a pickaxe or something? Should be able to get you something. I know a lot of people have tools that are on it. Uh-oh. Meowdy Melody, how you doing? Praise asparagus, everyone. Hell yeah. That PFP, we got it. It worked. Meowdy, welcome on in, everyone. I'm Lasso Catsidy Cowboy. We're playing Minecraft today, and we're just yapping. We're building a rail that's gonna take 8 hours to transverse one way. We're currently on the return trip. So we have 60,000 rails left to lay down. Here's my cat Watson. Please check out Melody if you can. How is Dead as Disco? I wishlisted that recently. It looks like a fun game. I love a rhythm fighting game. I'm gonna be waiting for the early access to be done though. That's my plan. But it's I saw like one fight and I'm like, I'm in. I love this thing. This is ridiculous. This is silly. Is it extremely Suda. Suda51? That's the creator, right? Play the demo if you're interested. I'll just jump into it once it's out in like 50 years. It's the guy that did No More Heroes, right? The indie game travel, it's early access. That's just the way it goes. No, just a little bit I watched. I felt into it. I love rhythm games. I love weird rhythm games. Let me see. Dead as Disco creator. By Brain Jar Games. Who is Brain Jar? Who the hell is Brain Jar Games? Okay, they were veterans from Electronic Arts and Telltales? Okay, so it's not Suda. It looks very Suda. Interesting. Good for them. Honestly, good for them. They made something wild. But yeah, no, I'm excited for it. It looks good. They have like no information about them on the internet except they're veterans. They took inspiration from. All right, No Straight Roads is the new Suda one. Right. That's what it is. I think. Heavily inspired. I'll take it. What's the link to join the world again? It should be in the games channel in the Discord. By the way, for anyone who is new here or anyone who is returning after not being here for a while, you should see cats occasionally appearing on stream. Especially if someone does like !meow or yeet. These are all part of a self-made chat game where you can customize your own cat. There's a link in that little command I just did where you can customize your cat. If you are able to customize your fur pattern, your eyes, your fur colors. There's 2 fur colors, and then you can also customize your bean, ear, and mouth color. Ow. Also, if you're subbed, you can get a hat and a scarf that you can also customize. It's my way of saying thank you to subs is by giving them a little bit of. They get clothes. Ow. Yeah, pretty much. Ow. 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 Stop. Please. You have to run. Yes. No. Go take care of yourself. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. Everyone, please check out Meowdy if you can. They stream all the time. They're a very entertaining person. Stream a bunch of fun stuff. Please check them out. I know them through Yam. Pretty sure that's where I met. So, please check them out if you can. Otherwise, we're gonna be here for another 2 hours. 2 hours. Jesus Christ, we still got time. We got time. We're gonna be here for a while. Anybody have any ultra controversial things for me to give y'all hot takes about? I'd love to hear it. Actually, mid-con. Let's go, not ultra. Let's go like mid-level spicy. Okay? Thoughts on AI pigeon gifts. Fucking hate them. Like, AI gifts in general are already like a plague upon our world. But the sheer amount of gifts that are made from AI that put people's faces on pigeons is absolutely insane. Are birds real? They used to be until the bird flu of 2003, in which every bird died of the bird flu, and now they're all government drones. Best grilled cheese. I think a jack. I think a bit of a little bit of jack on my sandwich, my grilled cheese. That's the key. Also, you got to put mayo. Leave them out those little sideway things. It's good. Pancakes or waffles? I am personally a pancake fan. I've had some really good waffles, but I think pancakes are more flexible because, like, I can get a blueberry pancake. Oh, love me a blueberry pancake. Warm mayo. So you put mayo on it while you're making the grilled cheese, while you're grilling the cheese. You're talking about a grilled cheese sandwich, right? And not just a cheese that you're grilling? Because if you're talking about a cheese that you're grilling, that changes things entirely. I thought you meant the grilled cheese sandwich. Yes, the sandwich. Okay, okay. I wanted to make sure. Look, you're from Germany, okay? I don't know. Y'all could just be grilling cheeses. That's more or less what raclette is. But yeah, no, mayo works a little bit better than butter for grilling a sandwich. It's kind of wonders. Uh-oh. Give me 2 seconds. My audio just broke. Give me 2 seconds. I might make a terrible noise. There we go. Fix it. Do you consider crepes as pancakes? Alright, we're gonna lose all the British people. No. No, I don't. The British pancake is a crepe, and the crepe is not a pancake. Because it doesn't have cake. It's just pan. Where's the cake? Which cheeses? It's a Jack. I like a good, like, Colby Jack for my grilled cheese. I think that's the good mix. Cake is right there. Slaps ass. How are you losing Brits over this? Because a British pancake is essentially a crepe. And it's not a real pancake. There's, like, no leavening in it. You need some leavening in your pancake. I've seen what British people call pancakes. It's not a cake. It's a crepe. Do you have an actual discussion question? Uh-oh. Looked up British pancake. What the hell? Exactly. What does authenticity mean in food? Now, are you referring to, like, the advertised authenticity of food? Like when people say authentic Mexican food, I assume is the reference we're making here. I just want to make sure we're on the right path. Because, you know, I'm a belief that, like, cooking is a form of art, and thus anything that you make can be authentic. That's my vibe. But usually when I hear the word authentic, I'm assuming what they mean is using traditional ingredients and methods to create a food that is not in my culture's, like, standard accoutrement. Right, I would assume authentic barbacoa would be made from stewed beef cheeks. And probably served with onion and cilantro. But if it's non-authentic, then it might just be stewed beef. It doesn't have to necessarily be beef cheeks. But yeah, that's what I would usually assume. It does not mean better. European Tomodachi life is British. You confusing to see British words for stuff? It's so funny how different American English and British English is. I find it very silly. How about American sushi? Because I would consider that authentic American cuisine. Yeah, the like makis that we have. Yeah, that makes sense. I would consider that authentic American. Though I'm... How to put this? I'm much more broad on what I call authentic American cuisine. Because like, American cuisine is fucking all over the place. Right, like pretty much like General Tso's chicken, for example, is authentic American cuisine. It's made by Chinese immigrants with the like ingredients they had there, and for the palate that they had for America, they were like, this is it. Dragon Phoenix roll, yeah, like all those like funky rolls that America has, as you only find them in America. I'm much more willing to call something authentic if it's just like, well, it's very indicative of the culture. I guess that's what really authentic is. It's indicative of the culture it comes from a bit more. And it's probably something that's been widespread in that culture, I think, is another thing to be authentic. Because otherwise you're just making your own stuff, right? And like, that's totally fine and cool. I love people's weird stuff. I guess authentic is closer to like... Traditional is not the right word, because like... American sushi rolls are not what I would call traditional. They're very new. But I think the other thing would be, it's made from ingredients that are widely agreed upon by a culture. It's about expectations and narrative. Yeah, a lot of it's just about, it's just a marketing ploy. A lot of it's a marketing ploy. Yeah, it's hard to like put it down exactly because it is a marketing ploy, so it can mean a bunch of different stuff. Like what authentic Tex-Mex is versus authentic French cuisine is very different vibes. And I don't know if it's necessarily even indicative of the culture. I don't even know if authentic French, what we call authentic French cuisine here in America, is any bit indicative of what French cuisine actually is. I have not been to France in a many a moon. And last time I was there, I was in Paris for like a couple hours. Let me switch over from the kind of jams to something a little bit more muted for myself. Last time I was in the world, I had to dig myself to the ground. Damn. If you need Ravio, there is... If you need to like get geared up, you can just grab however many diamonds you need from my computer. Did you see the Rugrats while I was in Paris? I think I went to Paris around the time the Rugrats in Paris was a thing. Can you teleport? You can't. Let's try. Bravo, you might take a little bit of fall damage. You ready? Okay. Scream if that did something wrong. That should take you to spawn, though. Yeah. Like, I've had some very nice French cuisine here. Now to find your diamonds. Yeah, you just go to the Lasso office. There'll be a computer. Click on that. It'll look like a little, grid-looking thing. Mention put you stuck in a wall. That's why I did the command to put Ravia a little bit higher up. Step bro, you tell her. Fuck me. There's definitely a Minecraft porn parody where the whole bit is they get teleported and stuck into a wall. That exists. I can guarantee you that exists. I can't tell you if it's 100% porn or if it's just like parody of parody porn. Step creeper. I'm stuck in a wall. Cause I know here, let me just make a little thing real fast. I know a certain creation is used in a lot of Minecraft.
Step creeper. I hardly know her.
I have a chorus fruit. Hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. I gotta make a few things. Give me a second. This is important. This is important. Hold on. We'll be right back. Give me a second. You also use a copper rod. Can you use a copper rod? It's not the same. It's just not the same, right? There we go. I know this is used a lot. Oh, maybe you need the sticky piston. Hold on. This is just showing my knowledge, right? Obviously, I'm not as versed as I should be. I know this is used. Let me get Watson a little bit smaller. Watson doesn't need to see this. Well, do you want to... Alright, I'll show you how it's used. Hold on. Hold on. Well, let me be right back. Hold on. Hold on. Where's the sheep? Where's the sheep? A pig will do. A pig will do. Give me a hot second. We have to do a little bit of work. Give me a moment. You happy? This is the bit. This is what you want? Hmm? I have anything in my cages? Maybe we have some. Ah, there we go. I have a Roadrunner. That'll do. That'll probably do. Now, usually people use pigs, but you know, I'm lazy. Fuck, he can jump. Shit. I'm gonna have to think about this. Like I said, I'm not a master of the Minecraft porn devices. Just talk about fucking animals. That is the nicest thing you've ever said to me. Honestly, that's a wonderful compliment. Come on. I don't want to get stuck in there with him. So yeah, you get your boys in there. You I wonder if the secret is this. Probably something like that. Fuck, I have so much crap in my inventory. That's also not it. Has to be a white sheep in a boat to be authentic. Oh my god, alright, hold on. Alright, for you, I'll make an authentic. Find a boat. Do not have. Do we have food? There's lots of food down here. I'm making a machine to fuck a pig. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Don't mind, Laravio. I don't mind. Just here, the viewing. Just don't clip that. Just look. I'm trying my best, guys. I'm not versed in the animal fucking machines. I'm sorry. Ravio, don't look. Don't look. Ravio, please don't look. You don't want to see. You don't want to know. Just don't look away, sweet Rob. Don't. Get in the fucking boat. Get in the fucking boat. Get in the fucking. Don't look at me like that. Get in the boat. Get in the fucking boat or get in the fucking boat. Yeah, there's tons of food here that you can make. Let's just fucking jump out. Alright, here's the thing, sheep. Alright. Get in the boat. Just get in. Get in the boat. Just get in the boat. Come on. I mention how much I hate how it is to like how hard it is to get animals and boats in this game? It's absolutely horrendous. Boat disappeared. Boat gone? Just give me a little bit. Just hold on. Just work with me here. Do I not have like any goddamn wood? Here we go. There. Try again. First, we get you on the boat. Come on. Hey, dingus. Come on, in the boat. Why? Why are you taunting me? Just get in the boat. It's all for, come on, it's for a bit. Come on. Just get in the boat. Just get in the, just get in the boat. No, you're on the boat. Please. Please, I can't give up on this bit now. I spent too long on this. Why can't I lead the boat? Just, there we go. Okay. All right. We're almost there. It's too low, isn't it? Well, the concept's here. The concept's there. The idea is there. Right. It's it could be executed better, but the idea is there. Is this what you wanted? Do you like how it looks at me while I do it? It stares at me. Is this what you wanted? Huh? 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 What the fuck, Lasso? Look, I'm just giving chat what they wanted. I'm just giving chat what they want. No one told you to do this. How dare you? I know y'all asked for this. Don't say you didn't. I like how it sometimes gets stuck. That's good. There. 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 Hope you're happy, you perverts. Going back to building my rail. I'm not dealing with y'all's bullshit. Your weird porn fantasies of child's game. If you don't lube it up, it's gonna be stuck. We don't have lube. lubricant? No. I could get a milk bucket. Any weird liquids? Put some jelly. I have some comb jelly. Sorry, comb jelly. Oh, give me a second, Ravio. Yeah, follow me. I'll show you where to dig. You're part of channel on Twitch. No. No. You're the one who wanted this. Follow me. Follow me, Ravio. This away. Oh. Don't fall. It might be a bit of a walk, so you're gonna want... Give me a second. What's this thing called? A warp stone. You're gonna want one of these. You also might want to put some armor on if you don't have armor on. Okay, you do it good. That's good. Warp stone, yes, yes. Yeah, come this way. I don't know where the staircase is, so I just fall. You're good. Just follow me in the game. Here's the Union headquarters. Make sure to right click that to get that on your so you can teleport to it. There's food and torches over here. There's supposed to be equipment in here, but it's all been taken. Oh, there's a better pickaxe in here. It might be good for you. There's a pickaxe over here. It's a little bit damaged, but it's not too bad. Hold on, I might have a thing for you real fast. I do not. Do I? I don't. And then, yeah. Otherwise, this is the bad part. So to get to where you need to dig... Come on. Pixel hunting. Getting that. Alright, see you later, Ravio. Take care. What? Okay, it's going. See you later. That'll take you where you need to go. We're never gonna see them again. They're gone. They're gone. Oh. It will eventually take you where you need to go. It's just gonna take a long time. My PC's not handled as well. Otherwise you'll have to wait for me to finish and then put down a teleport and then make a scroll to that teleport. That's the other way we could do it. Basically teleporting. Yeah, it's a special glitch. But it lets you move without doing anything. If you stack mine carts on top of each other. They'll just move forever. Because of magic. Because of Java, honestly. But yeah, you might have to wait for you to go about 30,000 blocks to reach where you need to be. Just, heads up. Heads up. The other union worker has not made warp scrolls to their teleport because they were not expecting more employees. Thank you, Lasso. Telling people to follow. It'd be helpful. You can look. Just showing up on the server always is nice. It's nice to see people using it. What do y'all... Anyways, what do y'all think will be a good bit after I'm done with this? What... If you had to watch Lasso play Minecraft, would you like to see another building project? Of some sort? Would you like to see me actually, like, I don't know, try to tackle a like an adventure map or something like that, like an actual intended combat experience? More sheep fucking. I'm not Welsh. No, build Fem Lasso in big. There's like making like the pixel art thing. That is an option. I kind of like these like multi-week projects though. I think the rail's a little bit long. I think I'm stuck. Oh no. Make the fucking lasso. Oh my god. Rue, look what you've created. Rue. What have you done? If you're actually stuck, Ravio, just hold right click on the warp stone and you can just teleport back to the beginning. And then you can just run around and do whatever you want for a bit. And I can get you better set up after this stream because it's gonna take a little bit of finagling to get you set up. A little bit of boring stuff needs to be done. There's so much fucking water. I see why Skia crashed out. I see why the Union crashed out. It all falls apart at 99%. Don't curse it, Dream. Don't curse it. We still gotta look. I still have like after we complete this, I'll still have a good 2 streams left of it. Where I can where we can just ride the rail. Alright, I need that. I need those 2 free streams. And then we kill the server and then we figure out what to do next. Here to bring chaos? Oh no. Oh no. I already made a sheep fucker machine. I don't think there's not much more you could do. Alright, we're already at the bottom of the barrel here. It's already fallen apart. It's all gone. The rail dies. Because it's the ultimate twist. I'm not... No. The ultimate twist is us riding the rail for 16 hours and it being extremely mediocre of a ride. That's the true ultimate twist. It's not even worth it. Yeah, just do whatever. I'll get you a teleport next time. That gets you better set up. Have you ever been on an empty rail for 16 hours? Kind of boring. You're talking to the wrong person. I fucking love trains. It's just such a... It's so calm and relaxing way to travel. I'm a Minecraft baby? Yeah. Yeah, well, I can get you set up. Around, I don't know, do whatever. Hi, Watson. You leave, you come back. You leave, you come back. Yeah. You gonna sit back down, or are you gonna just kind of wander around and look sad? Hi, Watson. He needs pets. I pet you. You want the bed back? Is that what you really want? Bad news, you're about to catch up where I'm at? Oh no. 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 We're about to have to start digging. Oh no. It was so nice though. It was so nice. It was such a pleasant experience. All right, well, we're out of rails, so we have to go re-up on that. Which I should have done when I made the sheep fucking machine, honestly. Cheap fucking machine, not feet. Look, we're not fucking feet. Not in Minecraft. We don't even have toes in Minecraft. What's even the point? What's even the point? Well, I need to do a thing for Dan real fast over here at the sheep fucking machine. If we put it a block higher, would it be too high? Let's see. I mean, it's for Dan. All right, this isn't for me. Just want to make that clear. I feel like that's too high. Yeah. Yeah, that's too high. I'm not even talking to Lasso. Like, it's not for me. That'd be weird. Be really weird that this is what I did in my spare time, alright? Alright. I need to move it back one. Sorry, it's been a while since I've used a little bit of redstone. You gotta excuse my naivete. There you go. Are you happy now? Are y'all happy? Is this what you wanted? Huh? Huh? I'll slow it down for y'all. I'm leaving that now. I'm leaving it. Eye contact with the sheep again. It's not the same because I'm not pulling the lever anymore. It likes it. Fucking done. I'm going. I'm leaving. I can't. I can't keep a serious face over there. I gotta leave. It's too much. It's too much. How do you think the sheep feels? Alright, sure. We have, what, 10 boxes. Okay, all empty. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Luckily, I prepped a bunch of stuff ahead of time, so we don't have to make anything. We just have to put it all in here. Luckily or unluckily. We have like 37,000 rail. Which is half of what we need, by the way. We go through about 7,000 rail a stream, in case anyone's wondering. If we go 10,000, which was the old way of doing things before we had the union helping out, we would go through about, yeah, we went around about 10,000, which took about 3,500 iron. Now we do about 20,000, which is 7,000 iron. It's crazy. Some obscene amount of resources. What's up, Belle? Did you hear about the sheep fucking machine and you're upset about it too? Me too. Me too, Belle. I'm also upset about it. I'm not going to show it to you. You have to come onto the server if you want to see it. I think that's all I needed. I'll show it to you later. Shut off later. Show me. You have one at home? Damn. All right, you're ahead of me. I see. I see you. Get some sponge out of auto sponge dryer. How are you doing, by the way, Belle? How's life treating you? I'm in a mood. Something about Minecraft Rail. It lets my mind wander to places that it shouldn't be allowed. The only